Cain, another monk, was envious of that. And Cain in Chinese says Cain is the precepts, in means a human being. His Dharma name is Cain. He is precepts man. One day, he wanted to take that rosary. You call rosary, right? Or small as a beads rosary. He wanted that one. So somehow convinced him, his friend monk Chung, go to the top of a rather high mountain, and the other side is a cliff, maybe 1,000 feet. Okay, if you just fall, you completely die. And somehow they got into the climbed the mountain, and then Cain said, "Can I look at your rosary? On earth, you have been seeing this for many years now. Why do you want to see it now? Oh, I want to touch it. Okay, but you have to give it back to me because I love this more than anything else." And then, after touching it, the Cain said, "Since you have worn this for many years, can you now give it to me, or as a gift?" And Chi says, No, I can give you almost anything else, but not this one, because I love this so much." So Cain, standing up, kicked at him off the cliff. So he fell. The Chi fell. And while he was falling, somehow there's a tree. The tree is called arborvitae. Arborvitae is the name of the tree. Arborvitae. Chikpengnam. Arborvitae. Somehow, miraculously, he was hanging in the middle of the cliff, And he was now tired and half asleep, half awake, and then he saw a very, very old man with silver beard and silver hair and like a white robe, and said, "You see, if you have attachment, avarice, you have to pay for that. Why are you attached to such a tribal thing like the rosary? You are paying your life for your avarice, greed. Anyway, I am not a human being. I am like a python. Python, huge snake, as huge as a crossbeam of the house, or even pillar, living at the bottom of this cliff there. And how I became a snake like that, I was an abbot of the same temple you are now practicing. I was the abbot, head monk, okay? And I intended to remodel the temple and improve, so I get a lot of donations from the laity. But when I saw the money, I didn't want to spend, so I kept it in a closet, some big jar. And at the time, that money is like a coin, big hole inside it, so they use a string to keep it. And it is very lengthy. You can see which fills the big jar, which is like this python. Okay? And because of that, I was punished by the, some kind of a god, if there is. And then I've got this body of a python, dark. Normally python color is gold, right? But this is a black one, huge one. So I'm going to save you from this predicament. I'll save you, but you have to do a favor for me. Oh yes, I will. What is it? If I save you, go to the temple, and in a certain place you will find a big jar where that is full of those coins. Normally those are brass, not gold, brass. A lot of money. Now use that money and tell all the monks and use to improve the temple and do deliverance service for me, deliverance service. Then I'll be very grateful. Yes, and then when Chisang woke up, it was only a dream. But then he looked down, there's a monster climb from the far down, black, huge, python, the snake. When he reached the tree, really, the snake somehow showed his back, and he, of course, while he was dreaming, now you ride on my back, okay? And I'll take it to the top of the mountain. So when this snake came, the huge one, he just got hold of, the embracing like that, and then the tail of the snake somehow tied so that it wouldn't fall gently, and then climbed to the mountain top. So he was saved that way. And when he returned to the temple, he found it. The money in the jar was just like that. The shape of the money and the string was just like the snake. You see? So he used all the money and then improved the temple, and then he asked the head monk there, and then performed the deliverance service. Okay? And on that night, he had a dream. Chisang had a dream. Thank you so much. Now I'll be born as a human being. But you must learn a lesson. Greed, avarice, attachment to the things you love is such a dangerous thing. Your future life could be a bad one if you're attached, like that. On the other hand, Cain, who, killing his friend, he thought, and because he was afraid of being known, he left the temple with a knapsack on his back and left and disappeared. And somehow he heard the story of what happened, and he came back and then begged for pardon, and both of them learned a great lesson: attachment, greed, and there's a law of karma. If you accumulate evil karma, you'll be born even as a snake. Okay. Once you get the body of a snake, it will be almost impossible to come back to the human world. And you look at this, this old man, the abbot. Fortunately, because of his other good karma, he was rescued, and he will be born as a human being. So both of this king and the Chisang learned a great lesson. Now we read in the scripture, the point is this, and also as I mentioned, if you are a good practitioner, you are not blinded of the law of karma. But you can never get rid of the